We are live. We are recording. I'm just going to make sure that the YouTube video is playing. And let me refresh this bad boy. Come on, YouTube. Cooperate with me. All right. Well, what do you say we start a show, gents?
Let's start a show!
Yay!
All right. A3K 109 in 5, 4, 3. Greetings and salutations, cats and kittens. Welcome to the A3K podcast, powered by the fine folks at anime3000.com. If you're curious about the future of anime and manga, well, we pretty much got that on lock, so don't worry about it. I'm David Majors. I'm the host of this show every Saturday night live on the interwebs and on demand through anime3000.com. And with me is yet another rotating panel of wonderful, wonderful guests from the A3K network, starting off with one of the hosts of the Manga Corner. What's going on, Colton? Welcome back.
It's all going good, David. My video camera isn't working again, so you guys don't get to see my handsome face or my handsome haircut. So, yeah, I'll get that fixed, hopefully, for next time.
Did you try turning it off and turning it on again?
I did. It still didn't work. Even my computer doesn't know where my webcam is, so that's kind of worrying.
Okay, I don't want to turn this into a tech support show, but hey, whatever you want to do, Colton, you're helping me out here. And another guy helping me out, ladies and gentlemen, be still your beating hearts. Yes, there he is, live and in living color. He is the host of The Other Side. He is Anna Twitter's favorite guy. He is the A3K Network's extra dop of blueberry syrup on the A3K stack of pancakes. The one, the only, Mr. Cody Byer. Cody, sir, welcome once again.
Hello, you whores! Oh! I was supposed to be nice! I done this show. Can I start over? Let's start over.
You're fired. Nope. See? This is why we can't have nice things. See? You see? We try and bring Cody on, and then right out the gate, and you should have heard what he said during the pre-show. You see? Oh, where's Cody? Where's Cody? You should have. Some of the things he was saying during the pre-show, just awful. Just awful. I'm telling Principal Sean. I will tell Sean right after we're done. I swear to Vishnu. But before that...
See, David, real quick, he's like a kid you want to bring to Sears. You try to bring him to Sears, but then he wanders around all over the place, and you get mad at him because he wanders around. You're like, no, don't wander away from me again. I'm never taking you anywhere again, Cody. Horrible.
Now, before I go get my belt and put the straps to Cody,
Ooh.
I have another guest. Coming to us from the Taiku podcast, another fine anime podcast about sports anime. That is so cool. The Taiku podcast, Mr. Corey Serjak. Corey, what's going on?
Nothing much. It's NFL free agency's coming up, so I'm learning about the salary cap.
That's a very interesting thing to know about, especially right now.
I like, it's me, David, and two very unamused anime boys.
Just think about how many Twitter avatars are that very thing, just all over the internet. They're all.
I feel like it's a weird sitcom going on here.
So pensive, so skeptical and angry and angsty.
This is me fitting in.
I'll be the laugh track.
Now we're a cohesive unit.
I even have the glasses to match the other one. But now that we've got our synergy out of the way, let's just jump in. We got emails! Shout out to Jimmy from Tulsa sending us another email. Big shout out to Jimmy from Tulsa. Hey, you know what? Jimmy from Tulsa, I want to say I truly appreciate it.
I like him, but we need more people.
Yeah, send us an email, guys. Send us an email, contact@anime3000.com. Sean Russell, the big boss of the network, will send us an email, and yes, we will read your internet typings here live on the YouTubes and through Podcastery. We'll do it. and you will have that moment of fame just like Jimmy from Tulsa, who writes, "You mentioned Funimation's broadcast dubbing, but now Aniplex is doing it for a durarara. La da 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 da. As well, Toonami is starting an earlier evening showing One Piece and DBZ Kai, which started last week.
Well, technically it's not Toonami. They're just playing like reruns of what was on Toonami, and they're doing it kind of like an experiment. I guess because the anime can run earlier. I don't know.
Well, it could, because apparently the ratings overnight are doing really, really, really bad.
Well, that's why they brought it down. They don't do Toonami all the time, all the way to 6 a.m. because after a certain point, everybody stops watching because they go to sleep.
Right.
Which makes sense.
But they're putting it at a decent time, Saturday evening, when people might still be watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we all know that Toonami is pretty much in the pocket of Funimation right now. But Jimmy from Tulsa throws out a suggestion, what with Aniplex and all. Do you think that they might finally start reaching out to other anime companies? Because they kind of need some help.
Maybe. I think Funimation has a bigger library and it's safer. They might dip into stuff like Aniplex occasionally, but I think it's just that Funimation not only just owns so much of the industry, but they own so much of the big titles that it's just, even if I don't even think Toonami is in the pocket of Funimation by choice. It's just most of the shit they have is Funimation. Most of the shit they can get is that people want to watch is Funimation. Funimation just kind of fucking took the fuck over. They own us now. Deal with it. Funimation is love. Funimation is life.
And plus, to be fair, I mean, I'm as far as I'm aware, I think there are at least 3 shows on the Toonami block right now that aren't owned by Funimation. I know Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann, I think, are both airing, and I think they're still airing.
Let's not talk about either of those. Let's not talk about either of those.
Well, I'll talk about Gurren Lagann as much as I want, but I mean, I'll keep the Kill la Kill talk to him.
No.
But anyway, there are those 2 shows, and then there's Inuyasha, the final act, I think, is still airing. So I don't think they're completely in the pocket of Funimation, but I do agree with Cody that they own just such a huge library that, I mean, who else are you going to go to? Besides, I
think that they're just going to have to start reaching out somewhere because in the first year or so, just about every show on the block was doing close to or near 1 million viewers or over. And now it's starting to drop and drop and drop.
Well, I'll tell you, it's 2 reasons. It's 2 reasons. One, the initial, oh my god, Toonami's back, faded. And 2, their lineup sucks balls now. Man, when that lineup first hit, not only was it Toonami back, it felt like a pipe dream. Not only was it Toonami back, but you got back, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Bebop, Standalone Complex. You got fucking all this shit. And then you got these premieres. Then Space Dandy comes along. You just Toonami is love, Toonami is life. And then Space Dandy's done. And Attack on Titan, that was cool. But then you got then you got Sword Art Online.
Dead Man Wonderland. Dead Man Wonderland.
It was a good, like, between 2 shows, let's keep the vibe of Toonami going. But then, we got Sword Art Online, you like your 14-year-old camel toes? There you go, here's some incest. You got some Kill la Kill. Are you sad and lonely? Here's cartoon boobs, they'll jiggle at you. But like, so to save themselves, like, let's just put...
stuck in the... Are you complaining on Tumblr to the Toonami account and stuck in the 90s? Dragon Ball Z, 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 Dragon Ball Z.
I'll take Kai over anything they've been picking up lately. Hands down. Just, I'll take it. I mean, Kai, I get my Dragon Ball Z, but I get it the way it should have been dubbed from day one. So, I'll take it. I'll take that shit. I love Kai. I fucking love Kai. Give me that shit. I'll eat it up. Just, you know what? Take all the other shows off. Just play like 5 episodes of Dragon Ball Z Kai. I will take it. I will take that shit on my face. Give me. I will take a D Bukake Z. I will just all over my face. I'll just take it. I don't need freaking your sword arts and your kill la kills. Just that shit can go to hell and die. Whatever. I will watch Toonami again if you just drop that shit and just marathon Kai. I don't fucking care.
Cody, you have such a way with words.
Is it too much to ask? Is it too much to ask? And Corey, you can go ahead in a second. Is it too much to ask for just one mech show? And don't give me that shit about the sequel to Eureka 7. Don't give me that. I want a mech show, okay? And And some
Reckon
in the
7's not a
chat
mech
room.
show; it's a hipster show.
Thank you, Cody. It's about time somebody said that. Corey, do you have any suggestions for what might work on the block since the ratings seem to be in the tank?
Well, I mean, it's pretty hard for Toonami to reach out to anyone but Funimation. They have the most dubs, just period. You're talking about Aniplex, but if you look at their catalog, it's probably more than 50% subtitle-only stuff. And as far as mech stuff, I don't even know what you put on there that's new and dubbed. Maybe Gundam The Origin or Unicorn, but
God, that would be great.
Can a deal like that even get done?
Well, maybe not in the last few years, because Bandai and Sunrise have been fucking moronic when it comes to the Gundam license. But they've said recently, okay, America, we get it. You do care more about Gundam rather than just the toys. Okay, we will start bringing the animes back over. Thank you, God! So maybe there is hope for that. And maybe there is hope for Toonami. Because, apparently, guys, Dragon Ball Z is still a thing. But we're going to get into that later, because I want to know, what have you been watching, playing, reading, dotting? Cody Byer, what have you got going on these days?
Well, aside from working on Cloud Scratcher, www.cloudscratcher.com is the best webcomic on the internet. Go read it. Which I actually had to do a whole fucking fix because, as you may remember, Cloud Scratcher is now found in the Comic Chameleon app where you can read webcomics on your iPhone. But because of a recent fix we did for the website, it broke all the pages on Comic Chameleon, so I had to go through every single page and re-upload them and read.
Did you try turning it off and turning it on again?
I'll hit you with a tire iron. And I had to go and do all the panels in Comic Chameleon, the whole trace the panels thing that you have to do. So that was fun. Other than that, I've been playing the shit out of Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse, which is so good. It feels so good in my skin. I'm gonna start doing this again. This is the best Dragon Ball Z
I'm not keeping
game.
the camera on you this time.
This is the best Dragon Ball Z game ever made, hands down. Bottom line, there's no argument. There's no argument. You can try to, well, I like this game better. Well, you're wrong. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to tell you that. I hate to be the one to ruin your life, but that's how it is. It's the best Dragon Ball Z game ever made. It's fucking Tenkaichi as an MMO. I mean, first of all, this is made by the Budokai people, not the Tenkaichi people. And I'm playing this like, this is fucking Tenkaichi. I feel like somebody's gonna sue somebody. This feels like they just ripped Tenkaichi wholesale. They just gave it a different control scheme, but it's the same damn. Which I'm fine with. I love those were the best games. And then, but it's like you got this MMO thing.
They were great. They were great games.
Yeah, fantastic. But it's amazing. And then like I kind of like the way they do supers and ultimate attacks better in this game than Tenkaichi 2, although not better than Tenkaichi 3 for the Wii because there is nothing better than actually doing a Kamehameha. That felt so good. I don't care if it's cheap. If it's a cheap gimmick, it was a fun cheap gimmick, and I loved every second of charging a Kamehameha by actually doing that.
Did you ever try and play the DBZ game on the Kinect? It came out like right when the Xbox Kinect came out, and it was fucking awful.
Well, yeah, I didn't buy a Kinect.
Good at all.
I didn't buy a Kinect because I'm a right-minded person.
I have friends that just aren't.
But yeah, Xenoverse is incredible. I'm having so much fun with it. I love the options you have for creating a character. You can make him badass. You can make him silly. I'm gone for both. I can't get enough of it. I'm so addicted to that game. Just going in and questing with your friends, fighting. It's a fighting game, it's an MMO, it's a Dragon Ball Z fight simulator, everything about it is just magical. And it's fucking hilarious. Because it has the Kai dub cast, and it like, again, there's that whole holy shit, now they can act thing. And the one that's worth bringing up is Cell, because they got Damian Clark, the original English voice of Cell, back. And he has now mastered that character. His acting increased tenfold. Now he has turned Cell into one of the most likable characters in Dragon Ball. He's just taken the fact that Cell loves to fight, and he loves killing, and he has just made himself like a likable murderer. It's fucking fantastic. You can get him as a mentor, and when you have a mentor, they comment on your grades after a fight. He has the funniest lines on your grade. Just go look it up, people. I ain't gonna sit and recite them because I can't make it as funny as he did, but he has go look up what Cell says when you get a Z rank. It'll laugh your ass off. Other than that,
Everybody, if there's one thing that you can take from this is that Cody Byer absolutely loves his likable murderers.
Oh yeah, why do you think I love Bakano? And speaking of Bakano, you can actually get the voice of Lad from Bakano as a custom character voice, which I love.
Oh, cool.
Also, before Xenoverse came out, I was all hyped for Xenoverse. So I was like, you know what? I poo-pooed it before. But I'm actually going to watch Battle of the Gods. I heard it's actually good. I was like, oh god, another Dragon Ball Z movie? Oh no. Oh, no, Super Saiyan God? That sounds like something a DeviantArt would come up with. Turns out I'm a stupid fool. I'm an idiot. Because that movie was fucking great. And I'll tell you this much. That movie was classic Dragon Ball because it was done by Toriyama. It wasn't like some bullshit movie like the other ones, although a couple of them were okay. Like it was Toriyama himself, and it felt it. It had that charm because DBZ is not just about the fights. It is half about the fights. The other half is the characters. That's why you care about the fights, because the characters.
And Vegeta dancing. Don't forget Vegeta dancing.
I love Vegeta because that motherfucker. If anyone ever talks shit about Dragon Balls, oh, it's all about fighting. I like story. Motherfucker, Vegeta has more character development than 90% of characters in all of anime. Period. That motherfucker defines character development. You can just see it come to a head in that movie that he would do that for the sake of his family. He would never done that earlier, but he could character development, bitches.
So
That movie was so good. Oh my god, Beerus was a fucking great character. But the best part about it, I gotta say, the implementation of gods. Because if we know, Dragon Ball Z, they kept getting stronger and stronger, and all this absurd power levels. The implementation of gods made it all like it was going somewhere. They're not just getting stronger and stronger. They're actually working towards something. There's an actual not plateau, but like a place that goes. Like the ascending power ladder is actually going somewhere instead of just continuously more and more powerful. Now it feels like an accomplishment. It feels like a whole new world in Dragon Ball. It is a breath of fresh air that franchise needed if it was going to come back. So now that it's back and it's got that breath of fresh air, welcome back, Dragon Ball. Give me more shit. If we'll get to that.
Real quick, Cody. I just want to ask Cody, did you watch the original theatrical release or did you watch the extended cut? Because there's a lot of really good footage in the extended cut.
I saw the dub. I don't know if it was the extended cut or not. I saw the dub.
I actually saw it in the theater, and I am in agreement with Mr. Byer. It was quite enjoyable, and I say I've given Dragon Ball a lot of crap for re-releases and re-releases and re-releases. But new material is more than welcome, which we'll get to later. Corey, what have you been watching, reading, whatever stuff?
A lot of stuff. Let's see. I think the most impressive thing that I've been watching is Death Parade.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are among friends here.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's good.
It's
Very
fantastic.
and oh, that opening theme.
Yes. I listened to that like 5 times at work last Friday. But like just the way it is introducing these one-off characters and like in 24 minutes it's characterizing them so well and asking so many questions just about like humanity and stuff. And it's all told through the eyes of these arbiters that are like the humanless people ever. Humanliest.
Humanliest. I like that word.
Human.
I'm gonna use it. Least human. Least human. But I am in complete agreement. You have these characters that have no connection to humanity whatsoever, and yet they are the ultimate judge and jury of all things human, and it's a very interesting setting. How with all of the flashbacks and everything else, it's a very, very interesting setting and tone, and I can't get enough of it. I really hope that it does some kind of sharp directional turn. And I know Colton and I could probably go on about Death Parade for the rest of the show, but
watch that.
Colton. It is good, Cody. It really is.
I'll probably wait till it's dubbed. It seems like a show that I would prefer in English, which is 99.9% anime. But I mean, I think it's a show that just feels like
I think it's getting simuldubbed.
Is it?
I think it's getting Yeah, I think it is.
Yep.
I might get on that shit then. Yay!
Thank you, Based Funimation.
Put that on Toonami.
Oh yeah, put that shit on Toonami now.
Yeah, take Kill la Kill off. Put it in its time slot.
Seriously, Kill la Kill. Seriously? Come on. Honestly.
Hey, unfortunately, it's popular.
No, it's not. I refuse to think of the idea that that show is popular. I will not accept it. Colton, what have you been dotting? What are you into lately?
Well, I haven't gotten the chance to watch too much. I've been mostly doing podcast stuff like I usually do. I did get a chance to watch all of Steven Universe, and
good choice.
I did try to watch it around the time it started airing, but I just kind of fell off it because I'm not good at watching TV weekly. I'm very behind on a lot of shows like The Flash. I need to get on that sometime. But anyway, yeah, Steven Universe. I caught up to the latest episode. I think just the other day. I am very impressed by this cartoon. Like I did not think I would like it so much. It is so good. I love all the characters in the show. It looks like a nice show too. Like I love all the colors and the animation's so good. I honestly think that Steven Universe is probably the best cartoon airing on Cartoon Network right now. I wouldn't say the best. I wouldn't say the best cartoon on TV because I still like Gravity Falls a little bit more. But yeah, if you haven't seen Steven Universe, please go watch it. I think, in my opinion, I think it's a lot better than. I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate for saying this, but I like it a lot.
Don't say it, Colton. Don't say it.
I like it more than Adventure Time. I like it more than Adventure Time. I'm sorry.
Adventure Time sucks. It's easy to like something more than Adventure Time.
I mean, I don't
Cody,
think
God damn it, Cody! I just spent the last week and a half getting Tumblr off of us, man. What are you doing?
Now, to be fair, I don't hate Adventure Time. I do acknowledge there are some good things about the show, but I don't get. For the life of me, I don't get the humor at all.
I can tell you something good about Adventure Time. It ends.
And I don't even want to talk about regular show. I
Get out.
Regular show. That one's actually funny. I hate it when shows are actually funny.
I was with you. I was with you, Colton, and then boom, you're dead to me.
I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's as funny as it used to be. Honestly, that's just my opinion.
But it's still funny.
It's still funny. Plus, Mordecai had all that crap he had to go through. You know, girls, man. It happens.
I kind of wish they weren't doing all that with the girls, though. Saying, I ain't watching this shit for this Blue Jays relationship problems. Tell me some damn jokes.
Thank you, Cody. That's why I don't watch it.
But he got it sorted out, and now they're back to the jokes. They even did a really great Terminator 2 reference at the end of last week's episode. It's fantastic.
Okay.
They're back to the jokes.
Okay, if they're back to the jokes, I might actually get back on the show, because that was part of the reason why I stopped watching the show, because Cody's right, I don't care about any of that romantic bullshit.
But it's over. It's over. Okay, it is over.
Like, it was fine when it was, like, a side thing. Like, when they had the episode where they went camping, and they had a nice moment, and then funny thing with the Deer Man voiced by Freddy Krueger. That's fine. That's how it should be.
Exactly.
Yes, and not only are they back to the jokes, they actually made Kill la Kill good. Huh. Because they did an episode where Benson had a suit, in like an actual suit, a business suit, and it gave him powers where he had to fight evil. So it made Kill la Kill good for a minute, until Kill la Kill ruined it by, being Kill la Kill. But Cody, Colton, I forgot to ask you regarding Steven Universe, the all-important question regarding Steven Universe. Mind you, who, Colton, is your favorite crystal gem?
Garnet.
Yes, we're back. I can let that bit about regular show slide because Garnet is awesome.
Let it
slide. We're cool.
Garnet really is the best character in the show. I love how motherly she is to Steven. It's so cute to watch.
And she doesn't want anybody to mess up his funky flow. Exactly. And that's the important part. You can't mess up Steven's funky flow. Now, guys, let's just jump right into this whole thing. Dragon Ball Z. Now, for years and years, we've had re-releases and Master Edition and New Edition and all of this stuff that just brought out the same stuff over and over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. Until Akira Toriyama realized, wow, not only is this making me a lot of money still, I actually think I might have some new ideas for it. And I think I really want people to forget about that whole GT thing. Let's just forget about all that. I actually have some new ideas.
I don't think so, because he liked GT.
Oh.
Hey, don't be hating.
But
I like GT. I will defend GT. You come at me talking shit about GT, except for the Super 17 arc. That sucks. But the rest of GT, I will throw down.
Okay.
I will throw down. The dub sucked, but yes, but I will throw down.
All right, take the Grand Tour, Cody.
I said the dub sucked. It's old Funimation Dragon Ball dub. It was this fucking shit. It's just like, hey, here's this thing. Let's just suck the life out of it. Just make it fucking shit.
Take the Grand Tour.
I do like the rap song though.
The rap song sucked. I heard the rap song. I heard that rap song. I swear to God.
Yes.
I turned into a fucking. I mean, I was a teenager at the time, so I was like unnecessarily angry at stupid fanboy things. But still, I heard that rap song. I was like, what? Oh fucking! What are you doing? It was bad enough with the shitty synth rock and Z. Now you're doing shitty rap.
It's not the One Piece rap. That's all I can say. But really, what is? What can be the One Piece rap? Nothing compares to the One Piece rap. However, we have a brand new Dragon Ball Z movie in the works entitled Dragon Ball Z Fukatsu no F. Translation: The Revival of Frieza. Just throwing it around. Corey, did you see the trailer?
Nope. I haven't even seen Battle of Gods, so I'm pretty behind.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Well then.
Yeah.
You know what? For the people out there, especially the live listeners, especially anyone out there watching live, let's do something. Cody, you like Battle of the Gods.
Yes.
I like Battle of the Gods so much that I saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
Let's give away Battle of the Gods. What do you say?
Ooh.
Let's do it. Let's enrich someone's life.
Let's do that right now. If you are following along, watching live on the YouTubes, this is the giveaway that we talked about. The fine folks here at Anime 3000, by the grace of our executive producer, thank you based Sean Russell, is going to give away a free DVD of Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods. Now, you just have to remember this one thing, because there will be a quiz at the end of the show. And this time, Cody, I'm tasking you to remind me before I hit the button. Remind me before I hit the button. Oh, okay. Nope. Fine. Guys, see it right there. Cody doesn't want you to watch Battle of the Gods. He won't remind me. He won't remind me.
I will do it.
Oh, I thought you said you won't.
No, I will do it. I want them to watch
cool.
Battle of the Gods. It felt good on my skin.
Good. And if you want this to just be all moisturizing and wonderful, there's going to be something that I'm going to have to ask you to remember. Now, if you're watching live, what I want you to do is, send us a tweet at Anime3000, Anime3000, with the hashtag A3K109. And just say something like, I haven't seen Battle of the Gods yet. I want to see if it's good. If you have not seen it, if you haven't watched it, let us know and we'll send you a copy. The first person that does that, we will send you a copy of Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods. Also, employees of the A3K network are not eligible.
God damn it.
Johnny. Employees of the A3K network are not eligible. I see you, Johnny. Don't even try it. No. But if you're out there watching live, send us a tweet at Anime3000. Tell us you haven't seen Battle of the Gods yet. Use the hashtag A3K109, and you might just get yourself a free DVD. In my opinion, was pretty damn enjoyable. And hey, guys, don't listen to me. Even Cody liked it. Cody liked Battle of the Gods.
Cody don't like much.
Cody don't like much of a damn thing. So if Cody liked it, so you might as well just go ahead and check it out. So again, hashtag A3K109. Now, the Fukatsu no F trailer basically was a rundown of how some bad guys went to revive arguably the greatest Dragon Ball Z villain of all time, Frieza. And it was kind of amazing. Cody, you seem to have a take on this. What do you have to say, Cody Byer?
Yeah, some people were poo-pooing Frieza's new form. They're fools. And I'm going to tell you why. Fucking Frieza, and he's like Super Frieza. He's like, oh, what do you want, cooler? Fucking, I want more spikes. Fuck you. This is fucking Frieza. It's Frieza, but now he's like Super Frieza. He's like, hey, Goku, coming at me with that Super Saiyan shit. Well, check this out. Now I'm gold, bitch. Oh, you got a gold aura? My aura is fire. I got a fire aura. I'm gold as shit. What? Get at me. Who's the god now? I'm Frieza. Don't mess with this. Don't fuck with me. I blow up planets with my finger. This is all I need. We gonna do this? I just do this. Fuck you. I'm Frieza. I'm gold. I'm beautifully gold on fire. Suck my non-existent dick.
I think he has jaundice, and it's a problem. Now, the more important question from all of this. Now, guys, I don't know if you saw the commercials as they came out around the same time of the trailer. But there were two commercials that came out for a brand of Japanese pop. One was a commercial starring Goku in a dance sequence. They were dancing. It had Vegeta, it had Gohan, it had Goten, and a few of the other Z fighters, and they were dancing. And it was a commercial for orange soda because it's Japan and we do weird things. On the other side, Cody's already striking down on which side he's on. Frieza, on the other hand, had his underlings, no Ginyu Force, strangely enough, doing a dance sequence of their own, and then endorsing... Dancing Frieza was wonderful. And he endorsed grape soda Japanese commercial. Now, Corey Serjak, we brought you on the A3K podcast for a very important question. Do you prefer orange soda or grape soda?
Peach
Be careful
mango.
how you answer.
This is very serious, by the way.
Peach mango soda.
One more time.
Peach mango soda.
Peach mango.
You don't get a third option. Pick orange or grape, or we will kill you where you stand.
Now, just a quick sidebar, guys. We'll throw this one around. Which Dragon Ball Z villain would be Peach Mango Soda? Which one would that be?
Boo.
Ooh!
You see, I would imagine that Boo would probably be like a bubblegum flavored kind of soda, or like a strawberry soda. That's what I would think.
Yeah, but if you're gonna force Peach Mango on a villain, it's gonna be Boo.
I think so.
Oh, or Brawly.
I could see that.
Like the different forms of Boo have different pops that they're related to.
Ooh, that's an idea.
Yeah, but they're all pink. They always be pink.
But they could be different kinds of pink soda.
I will say PD Rave in the chat room just made a great point in the favor of grape soda, because you with grape soda you can make a modified version of purple drink. So that definitely puts a point for grape soda. So that definitely makes sense. Now I'm thinking, what soda would Cell be? What soda would Cell be?
Lemon lime.
Lemon lime.
Or melon.
Or melon. Guys, if you're out there watching live, send us a tweet at Anime3000. Which Dragon Ball Z villain or hero would fit with which soft drink beverage of choice? Would Piccolo drink Sprite? Would Vegeta drink Pepsi Throwback?
No, Piccolo would drink Mountain Dew because he's always training up in the mountains, and it's green.
Ha!
I don't get it.
I threw an eraser at you.
That makes for great audio, Cody.
For the audio listeners.
Where did it go?
For the audio listeners.
Where did my eraser go? I'll have to find it later.
Packer Girl 89 thinks that Raccoon from the Namek saga would be most appropriate for Peach Mango.
No, he'd be Cream because he's named after Cream.
That is
He'd
true.
be Cream Soda. Because his original name was Rikum because he was an anagram of Kurimu.
And now you know. Brum, 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 brum.
They're all named after dairy products.
Look at you and your knowledge, Cody.
I was a big Dragon Ball Z nerd when I was a teenager.
Oh, who wasn't? Who wasn't? Well, again, everyone take a drink. I was not a Dragon Ball Z nerd. I was the Gundam Wing nerd. But I did not do fan art, and I did not do fan fiction. Shut up.
That you're willing
Shut
to
up.
admit to.
Ahem. 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 All I'm saying is that Catra and Troa are canon. But here's another question that I thought about, and I wanted to throw this around. Battle of the Gods, its theatrical release did exceptionally well. For its opening weekend, it generated over $1 million. And for that opening weekend, it actually was number 6th in the box office for that weekend.
Ooh.
And
Dang.
this is that's actually that's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
And I would imagine Funimation is looking at this, and not only, I mean, let's be real here. This isn't your typical Animus, everybody. This is Dragon Ball Z. This is the show that the reason that a lot of us are watching the Japanimation still to this day.
Mm-hmm.
So Funimation's got to be sitting on this and seeing, okay, the last theatrical release we had, we made bank. Next time around, not only is it another DBZ movie, brand new, but it has one of the most iconic characters returning in Frieza.
And this time he sounds like a man.
Very much so. Now, the question, guys, I'm asking you. Now, again, disclaimer. If you have issues with being outside and amongst the human race, feel free to expound, disclose. Just totally all right. We don't judge here. Dragon Ball Z in theaters. Would you check that out, Cody Byer?
Well, now I will. I mean, again, I was a fool and poo-pooed Battle of the Gods. That's enough of that. Now, not only do I know that it's going to be good because Battle of the Gods is really good, but this is fucking Frieza coming back. And I gotta say, I love that because Frieza was the fucking villain all of Dragon Ball up until him was building up to. He was supposed to be the big boss of all Dragon Ball until Toriyama said, let's keep going. Like, he was the
I like
guy.
money.
Yeah, he was the guy. He was the big fucking deal. So I think it's so appropriate for him to come back now that everyone's at God level, and now he becomes at God level. I almost hope this, even though I don't want it to, I would be okay if this were the last movie in the end of all the new Dragon Ball, only so that Frieza could come back and take his rightful place as Dragon Ball's final boss.
Okay.
But that said, I love the idea of him coming back at this level, because one of the things that always bugged me was this sort of comparison of old villains, like, oh, if you had them now, they'd be, like, weak, and here's a movie where they all come back and get this back. Because it demeans the impact they had in the story, in their arc. I don't like to do that. I don't like to view them, like, in terms of power ladder and shit. So this helps, like, the image of Frieza as that massive threat. Like, even in Battle of the Gods, they were talking about, oh, it's a big deal that someone beat Frieza. Like, fucking Beerus and Whis were like, oh, someone beat Frieza. You know, it's like, yeah, Cell and Boo and everything, but Frieza's a big deal. So, you know, it's while this other media sort of disparages the villains by, like, yeah, they're weak now comparatively, you know, I think that's disrespectful. So it's nice if Frieza could come back even to those motherfuckers and be like, yeah, what? Yeah, pair me with other villains like I'm a fucking henchman now. I'm a fucking god now. That's right. Listen to my song. Listen to this fucking metal song some band wrote about me. Because I am that fucking hardcore. Frieza, bitch.
Corey, are you going to go see Fukatsu no F in theaters or try and get it on DVD when it comes out?
If I get a chance to see it in theaters, but those kind of movies don't come around my parks very often.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Colton, brand new Dragon Ball Z movie that everybody seems to be all hyped about. Get hyped, brand new Dragon Ball Z, which is a good thing.
Yep.
Are you gonna try and check it out when it comes out in theaters?
Well, I don't know. I kind of have a story here. Let's just sit down for a second.
Colton, you have the floor.
I'm not very happy with a lot of my theaters around where I live. So I was really hyped for Battle of Gods when I found out that was coming out in theaters. Like, I will admit, I tried to stay away from as many spoilers about Battle of Gods as possible, so I could come into it fresh. But then all of my friends who are giant pirates are like, "Oh, it's already out fan subbed. I already watched it." I'm like, "Okay, then you're not allowed to talk about it with me then." And I thought about downloading Battle of Gods, but I didn't, because right before I was about to, that's when I found out that Funimation had acquired Battle of Gods and was finally airing it in theaters. And I'm like, well, I guess I don't have to do that anymore. Great timing, Funimation, thanks. Took them a little while, but I mean, I could maybe theorize why that might have been. I think maybe 20th Century Fox might have had to do something with it. I know they're involved in the release of the movie somewhat, but I remember when Battle of Gods came out, I was really hyped to see it in theaters. I had already planned on like what day I wanted to go see it. Thing is about some of my movie theaters around here, Battle of Gods, I think, was in theaters for about 4 days, and I think came back for an extra 2 days in theaters because it did so well. But it was supposed to originally be in theaters for 4 days. A lot of the theaters around here in my area only had it for 2 days, for Tuesday and Wednesday. And me and my friends couldn't go see it until Thursday when we were all off of work at the time. So I had noticed the day of that, oh wait, I can't find Battle of Gods here in our theater listings. And we tried to, figure out what was going on, and every theater I tried to call tell me that, oh, we only got this movie for 2 days. We're not actually supposed to be airing it these next 2 days. And I'm like, well, I don't know who to talk to then. Is this Funimation's fault? Is this the theater's fault? And I've heard stories from other people who have unfortunately went through this same experience where the theaters who are generally supposed to show this movie for 4 days only aired for the 2. So I wasn't very happy about that, and I unfortunately had to miss out on Battle of Gods in theaters. But I eventually bought a copy for a friend for his birthday, and we sat down to watch it. Had our own movie-going experience. Seriously, fuck my theaters. I wasn't very happy about that. So I'm hoping, because Battle of Gods apparently did so well for its limited run, that maybe possibly Revival of F might, stick around in theaters for a little longer. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know how likely that is, though. So if it sticks around in theaters longer, I will go see it, because I do want to see this movie in theaters.
It would make sense that it would, because Battle of the Gods did so well, and I think Funimation is aware of the property they have, so I think they'll have to capitalize on it. First things first, Johnny, our behind-the-scenes ninja, throwing some serious shade at Cody Byer for putting over Frieza, saying he's the only person that he's ever heard anybody say anything nice about Frieza.
Really?
Fucking Frieza was the most influential shonen villain since Dio.
Exactly.
Do you know how many villains in all your favorite, like One Piece, which I do, Hunter x Hunter? Do you know how many of these motherfuckers are ripping Frieza off, or at least pulling from Frieza? Do you know how much shonen out there, their big villains are Frieza? I love One Piece. I'm a fucking fanboy for Sir Crocodile, but I'll say it right now: Sir Crocodile is composed of 80% Frieza. Frieza and Dio and Rao pretty much wrote anime villains.
Hell, you'd be surprised as to how many references there are to Frieza and Gintama, even. Big
shout out to Rao, by the way.
Yeah, and fucking Maximum the Hormone wrote a song about Frieza. It wasn't for the movie. The movie is that song is the reason the movie exists, because Toriyama heard that song and it gave him the idea for the movie.
Interesting.
They went and wrote a song about Frieza. Because
True.
he's that awesome. Because you have to remember, when we got Frieza, we got it in Dragon Ball Z, in that fucking anime with all its filler, and we got with that horrible dub. Where
Don't disrespect the Ocean Group dub now. Watch it.
Look, we grew up with it, but let's be honest, those motherfuckers couldn't act in that shit.
Brian Drummond is my Vegeta, sir.
Brian Drummond
is my Vegeta.
Is good in a lot of stuff, but not in Dragon Ball Z.
Still better than Funimation's dub, I think.
It's weird. Because you could argue that in the old dub. Now that Funimation knows how to do dubs and their actors learned how to act, now it's just no contest. But we had this long, extended, drawn-out thing where the villain that we were supposed to respect had their personality stripped off. All of Frieza's personality traits were gone in that fucking original dub. All of them. Mm-hmm. But you would never know he was supposed to be this sophisticated aristocrat who spoke very fancy. You'd never know because he's singing for like, I spy with my little eyes, saying who's going to die.
Your shoes untied.
Yeah, stupid shit. And then he's voiced by the fucking local librarian. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's not the voice that comes out of anything with a Y chromosome. And then you look at the Japanese version, they got a man voice in him, he can act, he's got a personality, and he made Frieza sound fucking scary. It's like, no wonder Japan has a higher opinion of him. No wonder everybody in America hated him.
Apparently it's throw shade at Cody night in the chat room, because none other than based Sean Russell, our boss, is saying Frieza is a ripoff of the villain from Voltron.
Oh, now he's just trolling. Sean be doing that trolling he loved so much. Frieza,
his website.
And one of the best things is Frieza was made, and one of the reasons he succeeded as a villain so much, he was made from the ground up to be fucking evil. Like, Toriyama sat down and was like, I am going to make pure evil. His design is based on the monsters from his childhood nightmares, and his personality, for all his forms, they're all the different monsters from his nightmares as a kid, and his personality is based on who Toriyama thought were the most evil people there are, which were real estate claims adjusters.
And honestly, Internet, who do you think the phrase, "this isn't even my final form," came from? Who do you think that came from? It came from Frieza.
Everything.
We all know this.
Even Frieza's name shows how big of a deal he was in Dragon Ball. 90% of Dragon Ball's characters were named after food. Frieza is named after a freezer, where you store the food.
I guess you could say he was cold-blooded.
Oh, so cold. So cold.
Charlie Murphy! Charlie Murphy!
Fuck your couch!
All right. We got a Dave Chappelle reference in there, so let's just go into the takeaway. Corey Serjak of the Taiku Podcast, thank you so much for joining us. What have you got going on? Where can people find your stuff?
I am on Twitter at ImpassionateK. I write at the Fandom Post, and I podcast at the Taiku Podcast. Look forward to Wanna Be the Strongest in the World later this month.
Oh boy.
I've been meaning to watch that. Being the wrestling
you have not been meaning to watch that. You've been meaning to torture yourself through it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, David,
No?
I've heard some very bad things about that show.
No.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Because unlike a lot of people, if something is bad, I don't watch it unless I have to review it. I don't watch it. Colton, one half of Team Manga, what have you got going on?
Well, nothing too much. I have my own Gintama podcast. If you are a fan of Gintama, please go listen to Life Lessons, the Gintama Manga Cast, where I primarily cover the manga, some anime talk in there too. New episode of that should be out pretty soon. You can also follow me on Twitter at SniperKing323, and maybe even leave me a question on my Ask.fm. I've been using that quite a lot, at least every other weekend. It's pretty fun. Leave me some questions on there. I love using that. And last but not least, just keep listening to the Manga Corner. We got some pretty cool stuff coming up. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. Team Manga.
Very good. Thank you, Team Manga, and thank you, Colton. Cody Byer, good sir. Cloud Scratcher, what else have you got going on?
Well, aside from Cloud Scratcher, of course, since I'm on the podcast, you know what that means. It is time, once again, for Cody Byers. album of the week, educating you poor plebes on shit to listen to because y'all just don't seem to know.
Wonderful. I think you're wonderful. I think you're great, and you have fantastic taste, and your hair looks great. I just want you to know. Your hair looks great. What'd you do?
Is that a new kind of lipstick? I didn't know they made lipstick in brown.
Just trying to show our audience some love. What's wrong with that?
I show them love by educating them, expanding their mind, showing them some excellent music they might not have heard of because they're lazy or they're manipulated by the man.
I think you're all very motivated and driven and wonderful. Go ahead, Cody. Sorry.
Folks, do you like science fiction? Oh, I'm sure you do. You're anime fans. Do you like cyberpunk? Well, this goes without saying. Do you like hip-hop? What? I speak to you, of course, of this week's album of the week, Deltron 3030 from, well, Deltron 3030, the pairing of rapper Del the Funky Homo Sapien, who you may recognize from his bit in the Gorillaz' Clint Eastwood, and producer Automator. Deltron 3030
for the audio listeners, I am putting a very enthusiastic thumbs up.
Deltron 3030 is a hip-hop opera, a hip-hopera if you suck, that tells the story of Deltron, a cyborg neuromancer, whatever the hell that is, and his cohort, his sidekick and producer Automator, as they fight against an oppressive government in a post-apocalyptic dystopian future. I dare you to listen to the opening track 3030 and not have your ass blasted. Like, if you didn't think hip-hop could be epic, and I mean epic like sweeping epic, you're a fool, and 3030 will make you a fool. It is an amazing song that sets the stage for the story of the album, and has a Ghost in the Shell reference. And the album has like multiple story threads. After they've taken down the oppressive government, they head into space to enter the intergalactic rap battle that is basically a shonen tournament arc, but where they not only fight with superpowers, but they rap battle. If the idea of traveling to different planets to rap battle aliens while also fighting them with superpowers and space lasers, and busting mad rhymes all at the same time for points and to kill the opponent sounds like the coolest goddamn thing you've ever heard, well, you're in luck because it's here in the track Battle Song. This album is fucking amazing. Del lyrically is fantastic. Automator's beats are amazing, and the story is endlessly entertaining. It is over the top in that kind of glorious way. It's not taking itself seriously while having a weird serious vibe. Del himself he said his regular music that he does is like Mega Man, and Deltron is like Mega Man X. His regular music's all fun and, you know, like more lighthearted, and this is the more cool and extreme type. I don't know if I'd go with that, but it gives you a good idea of the gist of this album. So yeah, cyberpunk hip-hop, Deltron 3030. Folks, you're gonna love it. Trust me, that opening track alone will own your life. And that
Cody,
is the album of the week.
Cody, one, thank you for that recommendation for the music enjoyment. And two, I thank you personally for giving Shinichiro Watanabe his next pilot idea for his next show. I just want to thank you for that.
I can't help but think that I don't even know where I'm going with this. That just feels like something he'd fucking do.
I think that's an idea waiting to happen and appear on our TV screens in the not-too-distant future. Now, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, let us find out who won the hashtag A3K9 Battle of the Gods Sweepstakes-tacular 9003. La 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 la. Oh, crap. Oh, no.
Oh, no?
Well, yeah, I know what you guys are going to say. You're going to start screaming, collusion! Collusion! Conspiracy! Conspiracy! DJM fixed this! DJM set it up! It's all a work! Because the winner of the Battle of the Gods DVD is none other than my good friend and co-host, Petey Rave. Pedro, mi amigo, congratulations. You were the first one to tweet at Anime3000 that you wanted the Battle of the Gods DVD with the hashtag A3K109.
I can verify they didn't
First one.
collude. He's the first one. He's the first one.
See? It wasn't me. No collusion. There was no collusion.
Just
Watch
so
the
happens.
Fanny Pack Wrestling Podcast Sunday nights on DiamondClub.tv and at Rebelli.net, where PD and I talk about wrestling. I swear there was no collusion, there was no conspiracy, no C-O-N-spiracy. PD Rave, congratulations. And if you're like PD Rave, you might want to get in because Sean tells me that we're going to keep giving away more stuff. Sean has like this vault of thousands upon thousands of DVDs. Some of them are actually good, and some of them are actually anime that he's going to give away. So tune in live to the A3K podcast Saturday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Except not anymore because as we're recording this, you got to get ready to change your clocks. We're springing forward. Spring forward. Remember that. And if you're listening to this on demand through anime3000.com or in iTunes or Stitcher Radio or wherever podcasts may be aggregated, we thank you for listening. Thank you for watching live. For Cody Beyer, for Corey Serjak, and Colton from the Manga Corner, I am David Majors. This has been the A3K Podcast, and we will talk to you next time.
Bye.
And that, gentlemen,
We're still live.
is a wrap.